5-2, an absolutely historic win for Atleti. We were just joking. Jose's trying to find the last time Atleti scored 5, and I think we're in the Spanish Civil War territory, and we still haven't seen that on the score sheet yet. So,
here. There was one. Here we go. So in 1950, away to Real Madrid, it ended 6-3 Atleti.
At the Berna?
At the Bernabeu.
Oh my gosh, dude!
Yeah.
75 years. Damn,
that's wild.
Nice.
Yeah, I told y'all we were gonna win.
You did.
Crazy.
They did say 2-1.
Congrats, Jack.
I'll give it to you.
Telling you, there was a little Madrid were just in too good a form, going into this game. It didn't smell right.
That was kind of scary.
Unless
Yeah.
something bad was
We'd only given up 3 goals. Like, come on, man.
But I did say before the game
3
that this
goals.
will be their biggest test.
No, yeah, for sure.
You're not going to get tested
I
by
think-
Oviedo, Marseille, or any of these teams. Yeah,
Right.
Atleti have been shit this season, but what's one game they will always get amped for?
The form goes out the
Madrid
window.
derby.
Dude.
It
Any
does.
derby, any
100%.
Clasico, shit like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
It does. And I think Atleti, we always get up more for Real Madrid than we do for Barca. Historically, we're just not
Agreed.
that great against Barcelona. So,
Yeah.
like I said in the other preview that we did, I felt like this team is more composed to go up against the bigger sides and do well. And I think we saw that. What I think surprised everybody is, number one, we got, 7 goals in this game? I mean, what were the betting odds on 7 goals?
Yeah.
I thought
Could have been
2-2 was
could
kind
have
of wild.
retired.
Yeah.
I had 2-1. I think Michael
2-1.
had the most goals with 5, and we've with 2 more than that.
Yeah.
This is
I thought I was pushing it with
ridiculous.
2-1 for a little bit too. I was like, shit, I should have went 1-1, and then the game started.
Mm-hmm.
It started pretty fast. If you think about just even the opening 10-15 minutes,
Yeah.
Atleti took it to him pretty quickly.
You could tell pretty quick that there was going to be a good amount of
Yeah.
Bloodbath.
content. At
Okay.
least.
All right. What's the biggest takeaway from Real Madrid from this game?
Where do we start, dude?
Holy fuck.
I'll go more high level. Redwood.
Midfield is not good. I would
No.
still say that. When they go up against the best teams in Europe, I would have a little bit of cautious approach when it comes to Real Madrid. And defensively, they got to figure out what their 2 center backs are. Because
The
obviously
pair.
now with
Agreed.
Militao being out injured, obviously
Mhm.
Antonio Rudiger out injured, Dean Hoysten still a young center back, and he's going to be an amazing center back for them. But you could just tell how many crosses were there today that were led to goals. 2 of them today.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if you're any opposing team and you have a competent striker like Sorloth, and you just put in decent crosses, you're going to score goals against Real Madrid. So I think that's where we saw the biggest issues. I don't think there's an issue with Mbappe, Vinny, chemistry, all this nonsense you want to have the narrative online. I think it's now you can still see this team are fragile mentally, like last season. When they faced adversity against a Barcelona, against an Arsenal, against other teams, they crumbled. So maybe that mentality side of this Real Madrid team is not there yet, but I wouldn't be going crazy. It's one game at the Wanda, and Atleti, and Julian Alvarez is just a baller, man.
I want to get to Atleti in
ahead.
a second, but you said something that I think is true. And Andre, I'd love to hear you, Elijah, Jose's thoughts on this. If we're looking at midfield and we're talking talent, it doesn't get much better than Real Madrid. So is it the composition? Do they not have a true 6-8-10 situation going on? What do you think?
Well, I mean, let's just start with Jude. And I think Jose talked about it, right? Like, where was he today? These are the games that, he's supposed to step up and kind of fucking lead the front here. He was nowhere on the field, right? And Valverde, I don't think he touched the ball until like the 30th minute.
Is this the worst Fede game we've seen in the last 2 years?
Yes, yeah.
Easy.
The mistake at the end, easily.
Easy. 100%. So, yeah, I think, again, it's not a single thing. We did get exposed today, though. So that shows a blueprint if people want to follow that, right? Like, how do you fucking play against Madrid? You go at them. Simple as that. Don't sit back. Don't wait for the counter. Go at them. Because in the back, we're in shambles right now. I mean, if it wasn't for Courtois, too, like, this could have been really ugly. So I think I agree with Michael. Like, it's not a problem up top. Like, we generate goals. Like, Mbappe's going to keep scoring. That's fine. We can't keep losing 4-3. We're not going to keep losing 5-2. Yeah, that's not how you win a league. So yeah, I think it's Xavi's got big problems to fix, in my opinion, and it starts with the midfield, because once the midfield gets gelling, then things are going to be a little bit better. But right now we're shambolic.
Yeah, I'm not going to go to as granular as Andre did, but I agree a lot with what Michael said in terms of it feeling inexperienced at multiple levels. Like, if I had to just put an overarching theme on it, from the manager to the team, it's just being carried on individual talent. And when that's not enough, I don't know. You face a little bit of adversity, something happens, and even today they faced a little bit of adversity. They got punched in the mouth on that first goal, and then they scored 2. And I don't know what happens after that. It's weird because even in the start of the second half, Atleti really took it to them.
Mhm.
I don't know, man. It was for me a question of motivation, inexperience. Maybe they need a little more just time playing together too. Who knows? But right now, Mbappe is carrying this team. If he doesn't get the goals to get the win, then it just doesn't really seem to work out anywhere else.
And what I was saying too is like, let's get this out of the way now. It's early still in the season. It's 7 games in. Like, let's just, use this as kind of a catalyst to figure shit out when we get exposed against a really good team.
I mean, bro, also, I agree with you. And I was going to say, just to piggyback on that, the season last year, if we remember, people thought the season was won by October by Barca. And then we had that crazy, terrible run. It flipped. Madrid overtook us, was 10 points ahead of us. And then somehow Barca come back and still win the title at the end of it all. So I just think there's going to be a lot of peaks and valleys. We're still super
100%.
Yeah. Atleti now in 4th place, 12 points. Real Madrid, y'all are still in first, but a game in hand on Barcelona on 18th. I think another talking point here is maybe the defensive vulnerability of maybe even both teams. I mean, it doesn't look great at the back right now. I think Atleti won this game because the midfield was freaking on one today. And I think not starting Conor Gallagher, Barrios, and Koke in the midfield, dude, they did so well. It was like
no surprise.
I was surprised as well. I guess we talked about Real Madrid and kind of like some of the problems there. I just checked the stats, dude. What was this on the expected goals? 0.6 for Real Madrid, 2.3 for Atleti. I can't remember the last time that it was that much of a gulf between the two teams.
Why are you kicking me while I'm down, dude? I don't want to hear about
not since
XG.
the inception of XG, bro. Since it exists,
I don't want to talk about XG right now, dude. Come on.
Elijah, you said in the video we recorded last week, you said that you wouldn't be that afraid to play Atleti right now. Has this game changed your mind?
A little bit, but a
little afraid now.
Yes, but at the same time, I'm not. I don't have confidence yet that they're going to show up for a game against Betis in the same way they're going to show up for a game against Real Madrid. I mean, making the joke. I mean, a joke earlier saying that all this to draw 1-1 with Celta next week. I still believe that. Like they're gonna sit back. I mean, I think there's still plenty of issues that maybe looked a little bit better today, but still need to be remedied. I think the center backs, Langley, and Lenormand, I don't think it's enough to maintain a top level form, things like that. Yeah, a little bit scarier, but you had your moment already right now, at least for this part of the season. I just don't see them trying to chase that as much as they did today.
I would kind of agree in
the same question, by the way.
I don't think anything has changed really. This could be used as a moment to go forward, but we had the Frankfurt game in the Champions League. If a result doesn't go our way there, then we're right back in the mud from a morale standpoint. And yeah, if we do not beat Celta next weekend, we're asking the same questions. My hypothesis is that against better teams, Real Madrid, Barcelona, other teams in the Champions League, even against Liverpool, we look solid at times. We conceded twice in the opening 10 minutes. And that's another talking point for Atleti I can get to, is we're just better set up to kind of be the bunker down and make other teams pay with our physicality, which is ironic because we spent 200 mil and like we're still doing that. But with Baena out, with Almada out, with our two most important offensive signings, you would say Cardoso's out as well. That's kind of what we're going to have to be going forward. A win against Celta next week, a good-looking win, and then maybe I think the narrative starts changing a little bit. Is Julian Alvarez the man of the match?
Yeah.
Has to be.
Oh, yeah.
By far. Yeah.
Totally.
I mean, he's the best player you guys have. I mean, hands down. Got to do everything you possibly can to keep him. And it's not even like about keeping him personally happy. It's getting results at this point. Guy's a winner through and through. I don't think he's going to stick around long if this team and this manager can't figure it out.
Yeah.
So, Barca 2026, we will be there.
Oh, jeez.
What do you think is the big?
Will be there.
Jesus Christ! I will do everything in my personal power to prevent that move from happening. What is from y'all's non-Atleti fan perspective? What's the biggest takeaway from Atleti in this game?
For me, again, it was the center backs. Like, it's just not good enough. Yeah, I mean, you see that. I don't say every game, but it's clear and obvious that they can't compete with the best teams. I just think Real Madrid also just didn't have as good of a game attacking wise with them. But it's obvious that they're not good enough for me.
I will say I'll disagree. I think they showed that there's, like Jack said, an identity that they can have. They really can. If they find a way to be that bunker down team, we're only going to play in transition, beat the shit out of every player that we come into contact with on the pitch. That's just going to be who we are. I feel like it serves this team well, bro. Look, I feel like Simeone had one of the best games defensively I've seen him have in a while. I feel like he was all over that right wing back spot, if you will, just covering the line. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I can see. I feel like right now they're conflicted, and I would like to, between being a team like that is supposed to look the way that they're supposed to look after the window they had, playing pretty football. But I don't think that's who they are. I think if they go back to proper Simeone ball, Atleti could look dangerous, man. I don't know.
That's a matter of doing it, though, is the thing. Like yes, they can look really good in that, light, but I feel like they're not good enough to adapt to how Simeone is trying to adapt to different games. Like he's not playing that every time, and that's where they're getting kind of exposed a little bit. If you want to settle with that, again, like how it used to be, a little more like that, yeah, it could work out. But the fact that they're not is what scares me.
Yeah, if he's not stubborn, learns from this game, it'd be really interesting to see what happens with Atleti moving forward. Because to me, this is probably the blueprint. No, Jack? I mean, I feel like this is probably what you want to see most games, more often than not.
Yeah.
That's
Outside
very
of
interesting
Oblak,
what you're saying.
outside of Oblak not saving those, my bad. Outside of those, but
You're saying blueprint. Well, I would say if we're going to use this game as a blueprint, and if we're going to use the other best Atleti game that I think we've seen so far, beating Villarreal 2-0 as the blueprint, guys, 9 of the 11 starters in both games were here last year. We only got 2 new guys in the starting 11 from both of those games. So does that mean the blueprint is stay with the core that we had last year? I don't know.
And just have a better bench, which you have.
Just have a better bench.
Yeah, which you didn't have last season. You had no bench.
yeah, that's actually a fair point.
Sorloth,
A lot
arguably.
more depth
Yeah.
now. at least on the
Sorloth
attacking side.
basically was Griezmann sometimes coming off the bench. So yeah, look, you do have a better bench, and it's still going to be interesting to see how Alex Baena gets into this team. I think one takeaway from today's match is definitely Nico Gonzalez has had a good start at Atleti, and I don't rate the guy whatsoever, but I think in his first couple of games for Atleti, he's really shown his just Simeone-esque sort of style of play. Very just hard-nosed, tackle, run through the 90 minutes, give it all for his team. That's a Nico Gonzalez. He's not going to give you tech. He's not going to give you goals, but he'll give you the odd goal here and there. But I think overall with his performances, they've been very impressive. But, I mean, Julian is the guy. Without Julian, Atleti don't do anything this season.
Yeah.
He is just such a phenomenal footballer. And the one thing he is a big game player. You don't want that guy to show up just in the regular season for 82 games and then do nothing in the playoffs like some NBA players. Julian is not like that. Julian shows up every single game, and I just respect the guy so much. He would start in every single team around the world. Yeah, maybe even Liverpool, Bayern Munich, even though they have Harry Kane and obviously Alexander Isak. But you want a big game player, you get Julian Alvarez.
Yeah, I agree.
Agreed.
He's taking the reins from Griezmann pretty nicely, actually.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes. And thank God for that, because Griezmann, yeah, he broke his 20 goalless streak, but
Finally.
still hasn't been himself this season. Am I going to say Griezmann's back? No, I'm not going to say he's back. It was a 3-on-1 counterattack thanks to a Fede turnover, but it was good to see. Hopefully he shakes off a bit of the juju. I think Julian's been good in every Madrid game that he's been in, to support your point, Michael. Big game player in the derby so far. He's been good.
I think he scored 4 goals in 5 games against Real.
It's a crazy stat.
Yeah.
And now he's got, what, 5 in his last 2? Hat trick last week.
Mhm.
Yeah, right now he's
Penalty and
insane.
goal last goal.
Crazy for him.
Mhm.
Great.
Revet
Well,
form.
he's gonna have to keep going because I mean I look at the
He can't slow down now, man.
Can't slow
You
down.
gotta
dude.
keep that going.
There's
Yeah,
nothing.
No.
fair.
I mean, who
That's
else
fair
is going to
point.
get the goals in this team? Yeah, Sorlov scored today, but I'm sorry. He should have scored 2 goals. He should have.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
he's going to need
Michael,
help.
they
He's
won
gonna-
5-2, bro. Let it go.
I get it. I get
Let
it.
it go,
But
man.
you cannot only rely on Julian getting you goals every single game if you're Atleti. You got to get some help.
He
Either
scored
from
today.
Raspadori.
He scored
Yeah,
today.
he scored today. Good. He should have had 2. He should have had 2.
You're saying like he's not helping him at all. I get what you're
No,
saying.
I'm not
He
saying-
could score more,
I
but
didn't say that he's not
contributing.
helping
He's
him at
literally
all.
contributing. He's on
But
the score
when
sheet.
if Julian goes on a cold streak, do you trust anybody else on this team?
Trust is That's a loaded word.
No, we have no goal scoring midfielders. We have no goal scoring wingers. It would be Griezmann and Sorloth.
Yeah.
That is who the mantle would fall to.
Yeah.
Or Raspadori.
But I'm
Or
not
Raspadori,
discouraged by that duo up top. I'm really not. So
No, I'm not saying that the duo cannot work, but I'm just a little bit fearful for Atleti that if Julian is not firing, I just don't see anybody else on this team to say, okay, yeah, if you give him the ball, he can show up in a moment. Maybe Alex Baena, but he's not really a lot of a goal scorer sort of type of player.
No, not
but
really.
it don't matter. As long as Julian's doing this, keep on going. It's like Harry Kane with Bayern Munich right now.
they should get once Almada comes back, I think it'll be interesting. I would consider him to be a goal scoring midfielder. So I think it'll be the combination between those two players will be actually pretty exciting to watch. So
Yeah.
What are you guys expecting then for Tuesday or Wednesday? I can't remember exactly what day. Do you guys now think that Atleti are going to beat Frankfurt? Or do you just now see them, because they have to win that game, by the way. It's a must win. Or do you feel like now they can ride on the momentum, beat a Frankfurt and then beat a Celta?
Where's the game at?
It's at the Wanda.
That helps them.
I think it's a must win. I think that the expectation has raised. I think fans are now where maybe they were 50-50 on it before, right? It's a tough Champions League game. Now it's like we just beat Real Madrid. We have to.
Yeah. That's like 70-30. I think
the pressure dials up for sure.
They play pretty offensive ball at Frankfurt too. So I think we can take advantage of that. But if they're going to come and sit back, I don't think we win. But I don't think Frankfurt's going to change their game plan too much.
See, now if you beat Real, Frankfurt, and Celta all in 1 week, we can now have the treble video out on the channel.
Exactly.
We can have the treble video out on the channel.
We're so back.
Yeah, the treble video. Yeah. Another Atleti video will be dropping on the channel.
Yay.
I can't wait. We will be there no matter what. Any other closing thoughts, guys, before we end?
The second Madrid derby is going to be absolute fire.
Yeah.
It'll be so good, man. And we will be there.
We will be there, and we will be scoring 5 once again. So if you guys don't want to miss that and any future La Liga watch-alongs or any La Liga content here on the channel, make sure you're subscribed. Please follow everybody else. Socials in the description. Chat, y'all were awesome. Atleti 5, Madrid 2. We'll see you on the next one.